Live from San Francisco, the coldest summer ever. It's freezing out here. I'm excited, and today I got Susan Hu on. How you doing, Susan?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Are you still in San Marcos, or?
Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah, my dad's in San Marcos. I didn't call you last time I was down there. I forgot. I was down there last year for my birthday.
Oh, nice. When is your birthday?
It's May 7th. It just passed. I'm like 53. Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. When's your birthday?
Past June 6th.
Oh, damn. It just happened? Happy birthday.
Thank you. Could you take off the big screen for me? Because it kind of distracted me. Seeing myself.
Oh,
twice.
well, like I said, you'll be on there when you're talking. So that's what everybody else is saying. And I just happen to be on there. But go ahead. You're fine.
Yeah, I mean, just don't look at yourself. Hey, so you just took a cruise through Europe, or?
I did. I took a cruise to Europe with my parents. So just spend some time with them. That's fine.
How long were you there? Was it a couple of weeks, or?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Was that your first cruise, or?
No. I've done many cruises. So.
I went to Ensenada and back a couple of weeks ago. I went from San Francisco to Mexico, and then I came back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That was my first cruise.
How was it?
It was fun, but the internet was out. My phone wasn't. My phone wasn't working. I didn't realize it, but I had a good time. I like to eat, so.
That's good. Well, what cruise line can I ask?
I was on Carnival. Which one were you on?
Princess.
Princess? So did you take off? What city did you take off from?
Venice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Princess owned by Carnival.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So is that the longest cruise you ever took, or?
No.
No, what's the longest one you've been on?
14 days.
Where was that at?
That was Greece, and mostly Greece.
Is that the river cruise, or was that like a
No. That's the Mediterranean cruise that Princess does. It's called like Greece Islands or something.
So do you go like once a year at this point, or?
Yeah, I do go once a year because my parents are elite members. So with elite members of Princess, you get 2-person free.
Is that the diamond one, or is that the diamond?
What do you mean?
No, I was talking to somebody who told me he takes like 12 cruises a year.
No, that's elite. Elite is I think the second highest. My parents takes a lot of cruise, so I try to just join them once a year.
I noticed that about certain companies now. They're starting to do things where they want everybody to feel important. So even if you are in their free membership, like let's say let's kind of keep it like a supermarket. Let's say you go to Safeway and you're a regular Safeway member. You don't have to pay anything to be a member. You just give them your phone number and they give you a card or they give you a number and you get discounts. And that's and they try to call you like a VIP. But then if you pay a little bit more, you're like a high roller or whatever. And they have different levels. I guess what I'm saying is there are different tier levels, but even when it's free, they want you to feel like a VIP.
Oh,
yeah. Like for example, with, I don't know with Carnival, but with Princess, they have the medallion. I don't know if you guys use the medallion.
No.
So the medallion is like a keyless thing you wear on your watch or you wear it around you. And then I think like 2 feet or very close to your rim, it unlocks by itself. And the medallion has all your info, has your credit card info, everything. It's not a key card anymore, a rim card. So a medallion, and it has colors. So I have the gold.
You have a medallion?
The ruby, the red. That's
the ruby, right?
Yeah.
So they try to make everybody feel important.
Yeah. Well, so even though my parents, they are platinum, I get to go to like the captain circle, all that with them because I'm with them. So they're cool,
So do you get bored? I was on the cruise, but it was like after a while I kept trying to figure out what to do.
Really?
Like, did you get bored?
I love cruises. There's so much to do. Like,
well, they had pools, right? They had pools, but it was cold still.
Did you not look at their daily schedule? Like they have Zumba classes, they have.
Well, no, yeah. Well, I don't do all that stuff,
See, that's why you're bored because you're like gotta go like cooking classes. There's games of guests versus the staff.
Yeah. Well, they had karaoke.
I think I would be sucked into the things that are like the things you can't do. So like swimming in one of the 10 swimming pools on board when you're surrounded by water is kind of silly to me. I mean that's the ocean and yeah, that's warm water and everything else. And I'd probably go swimming because I love water and that would be a great place to swim once, but I don't think I would spend, $1,000 to go for a week to swim in all those pools.
Well, no, that's not what you do. If you do, then you either are.
You've wasted your money, right? You wasted your money and your time. And so even like I know a lot of people go for the food. A lot of people go to meet people because they don't have.
Well,
go ahead.
It depends. For me, I just like to get away with no internet. Like it's just very peaceful in the ocean. You're sitting on the top deck. Watching the waves. There's a section that if you know the ship well or know, where you go, there's a place that usually has nobody, which is the smoker area, which is nobody goes there.
Oh,
except for people smoking at certain time. But 90% of the time, there's nobody there. You sit in there alone, just watching the water. And for me, I like to meditate. I like to just, have a quiet moment. And
you gotta go smoke some weed or something. You gotta smoke some weed. Can you smoke weed down there? That was my thing. I was worried about weed. I was like,
you can, just don't get caught.
Yeah, just don't get caught.
I actually, because I was with my mom, right? And I mean, if it wasn't my mom, I'd be smoking up in the room with no problem.
I mean, no, you can't smoke weed.
You can. I actually I smelled it. There's like a
smelled it, yes, but
there was like a one-person bathroom in some section, and I went in there Yeah, and the person had been smoking weed. So no,
Yeah,
but
legally, if they find you, they can kick you out
well,
because
what are they
Yeah,
gonna
and depending
do?
on where you are, you can get busted big time, right?
Are they gonna throw me in the ocean?
especially right, especially you're out of the United States.
Well, it's 5 days, so I was actually they were trying to sell me weed in Mexico when I was in Ensenada. You've been to Ensenada? It's like 30
No,
minutes. Ensenada is maybe like 3 hour drive from where you're at. It's right at the
yeah, no,
border of Baja California. It's the other side. It's actually really
nope.
safe. You should go check it out.
And considering all the stuff that's going on in our country, I think that's one thing us Americans can do is try to be the best representatives of our country as possible. Trump's already
Yeah,
making us look like assholes around the globe.
but-
So
yeah,
I mean, if some local comes up to me, let's say Mexico, and says, "Would you like to buy pot?" I wouldn't want to be rude, and so I would make sure I buy it. I would purchase his
Yeah,
cannabis and support the
that's
local
great.
economy. But yeah,
right.
that's
But
about it.
I was just at certain countries. They were telling us to be very careful as Americans.
Oh, I
And
believe
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but you know,
they were telling us, do not tell them you're Americans. Tell them you're any other country but America.
yeah, that's what did you tell them? I mean,
I told them that I'm from Taiwan.
oh
I
yeah,
mean,
you could have said
yeah.
Korean. Is your
Well,
family?
yeah, because the reason being, they don't really like Americans in
Yeah,
that
there's certain. Actually,
country.
yeah, there's certain places they don't like Americans. In, in Europe,
Turkey, Turkey is really nice and
uh,
cool.
yeah,
That's one of the country they don't really like us much.
yeah, they're kind of like in between Turkey, you know.
Yeah, I mean they're really nice and cool. But we have heard some stories.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But how long do you spend? Do you spend like the day in a country?
Yeah, so we spent almost a day at Istanbul. We went to Kadarasi, Turkey. We went to Dubrovnik, where King's Landing, the Game of Thrones is. We went to different islands, Corfu in Greece. Yeah,
What about South America? When are
I
you
haven't been there
when are you
yet.
taking your cruise to South? Nobody takes cruises to South America, but they actually go down there. They got I have friends that do comedy. They perform on the cruise ships,
Yeah.
and there is a line that goes straight into South America and back and stuff.
Oh, cool. I mean, there's some cool comedy on the ships, comics wise.
Yeah, did you have a good time? Did you go watch the comedy shows or
Oh, of course I did.
was it the same person every night or
No, with Princess is they change up every 2 nights. So you have the same person the first night, and the second night they do adult content. So first night they do more of like relevant, nice, like content, and the second night they tend to get more adult content.
adult content?
Yes, I mean Princess Cruise is more of retirement age people.
Yeah, some people like to retire on the cruise ships, don't they?
Yeah, so it's more my parents' style.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of okay with it. I mean, it's just, it's more of not our younger crowd. So,
Yeah.
but actually, entertainment wise, I think it's more like highly rated. Like their production show is amazing. Like you could not tell that's on the ship.
I couldn't even tell I was on a ship. Like, I thought I was gonna like feel dizzy, but half the
Yeah.
time you don't even realize you're on a ship and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, especially like like European water, like the agency, you can't feel anything. Like you feel like you're not moving at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very calm and smooth.
So, what was your favorite country to visit?
Me?
Yeah, which one? Which one of your last trip do you wish you
I
had
mean,
spent more time in?
I would probably spend more time in. Uh, let's see, they're all really nice. Probably Kadarasi,
Where's that at?
Turkey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a small island, but like there's a lot of cool shops and cool people, and there's like dogs and cats everywhere, and they're just like nice. They come up to you, they don't bite you, they don't scratch you. They just want to like sit right next to you.
Yeah, in some foreign countries, the dogs like roam the streets, People
Yeah.
just feed them and stuff. Is there a country that you would live in? If you had to choose one country, which one would you go move to?
Probably Ireland.
Ireland?
Dublin.
Dublin?
Yes. I
But
went to Dublin last year.
but the English side or the other side? Because
Ireland.
yeah, there's two Irelands. There's Ireland, there's Northern Ireland.
Whatever Dublin is.
Dublin?
Yeah,
Were you
I
there
went
last
last year.
Were you there last time or
I was there last year, yes.
what about Amsterdam?
I've never been to
You
Amsterdam.
never been to Amsterdam.
No. I haven't been.
You gotta go. Amsterdam's a fun city. You know the crazy thing? When I went to Amsterdam, I never even heard their language. Like everybody just spoke English.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
you gotta check it out.
It's
Boy,
Dutch, right? It's
yeah, nobody speaks Dutch. Yeah, well, you don't smoke weed, so
Is Dutch weed? Is weed language?
Well, no, Amsterdam is like a weed city, so people go there for the weed. And
Oh.
stuff.
I
Wow.
totally speak Dutch. It's like, whoa, dude, this stuff's heavy, man.
Oh yeah,
That's Dutch. Totally.
That's
Dutch.
Paul's never been out of the country, so
I've been to the Caribbean. That's
He's
as
like
far as
an
I've gone.
he's an ignorant American. So
Well, you're half right.
he's the kind people they're ashamed of and stuff. But yeah, you got to go to Amsterdam. Amsterdam was
Yeah,
fun.
one of these days, yeah.
You got to get high. You don't smoke weed at all, or
I do.
what are you into? Like, you edible?
I like the edible. I like high 90, especially the high 90 one. I don't know if you heard of it. It's LA brand.
Oh no!
What is it called?
It's called High 90.
What dispensary do you go to? Is there?
Somewhere around me.
Yeah.
Is that flour or is that edible? What is that?
No, they have flour. They have edible. They have they have. All
So
kinds
it's
of
a
stuff.
brand, but they have a lot of stuff.
Yes. they do.
Okay, got you.
And I like the hybrid one, which is like I think they're indica and there's stevia.
Yeah,
it's
there's
both.
sativa and indica. It's kind of a cross between the two. Correct.
Yeah, so I like the hybrid ones they have.
Got you.
Are there any weed
Yeah.
lounges near you? Or
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is. I just don't go to it.
why not?
I mean, why not? I don't like too much smokes in my face because I have asthma,
Oh yeah. Those
so I
things-
can't deal
those
with too much
places are
smoke.
very well ventilated. Like it's rare you even smell the smoke. Like the
Okay.
weed lounges, they're
Some of them are that way.
yeah.
I know the one that I was in San Francisco, it was so fogged you couldn't even see within like 5 minutes. You couldn't see across the room. And then I even made a comment about it because I was performing and said, "Wow, went from being able to see everybody to not being able to see anybody." And then they literally flipped a switch and it was just like,
Yeah,
and
just
sucked it
got
out.
aired out. Oh yeah.
It was hella quick. Within
Yeah.
like a minute, you could totally see, and it was cold in there. I was like, "Damn!" air conditioner. So.
Are you still a brand ambassador for alcohol, or?
I am.
What company do you work with?
I work with third-party companies. There's not one company I'm not like represent for.
You ever come down here? You ever come down here to this area? No. You never.
No, I go around my area sometimes in LA.
Yeah, you go to Disneyland, right? You're an hour away from Disneyland.
Yeah, I go to Disneyland. Not to promote alcohol, to make that clear.
Oh, no,
yeah, let's make that clear.
Go there and be a kid, basically.
But do you go to supermarkets, or where do you promote the alcohol?
Depend where they want me to go. I could go to supermarkets. I could go Total Wines and Spirits. I can go to any place that they want me to go that's, around me.
I noticed Total Wine and More a lot of reps go to. Is that because they're more willing to take on products?
Yep, correct. They're willing to take on more new products and new things, and people generally there are more open-minded.
Right.
You
and
know,
so if you have a good product, it has a real chance of making it.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of local brewery here, and I met some really cool, people like from managers to like assistant managers that run the local brewery to the owner that runs the local brewery there around here. I met some of them, and they're really cool and really nice, and they gave me some free stuff.
What's your favorite right now? What's hot right now?
What's hot right now? It's probably a new one. It's probably the white claw tail. It's like white. Yeah, the white claw cocktail. That is pretty good. It's like I like their Montai, and then the Montai tea. The one, and then Arizona tea has one that is booze, completely booze. It tastes just like Arizona tea.
Yeah, I keep hearing the St. Ides, the weed drink. St. Ides that it tastes just like Arizona. Do you drink like the weed drinks too, or?
Not really. I tried them.
I drink St. Ides right now. I like to drink it more than smoke.
I don't really like them. I don't know. The taste is off to me.
Yeah, some of them are really bad. Like I've had one.
Yeah, it tastes like cough medicine to me.
You gotta dump it in coffee. That's what I do.
Really?
I buy like a syrup that's like 1,000 milligrams. It's like dirty.
So it sounds good. Some tastes like cough syrup.
It does. It does taste like cough syrup. But people used to drink cough syrup for the same reason.
Well, okay, so you're right. I have a thing. It's just like syrup. It is syrup. It's in a cough syrup container.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, it's like blue raspberry, and it's like 1,200 milligrams for the bottle.
Yeah.
But what I do, because I make seltzer. I literally have a soda stream thing, and I make seltzer water, and I put like a little cap full of that. I put like 100 milligrams of that in there, and bam!
Cool.
That's what I do.
And it tastes like blue raspberry infused water, and it doesn't taste bad because it's seltzer, and it's seltzer with a little bit of syrup.
I live in a no smoking city, so my neighbors kept complaining about the weed. Yeah, the city I live in called Walnut Creek, the whole city is non-smoking.
Smoking city?
Non-smoking city. You don't even crazy. I don't see anybody like even smoking cigarettes. Once in a while you see somebody smoking cigarettes, but yeah, the whole city's non-smoking, and I think so that's why I drink my weed. That's why I drink it. You got a text message, or have you ever thought about being a brand ambassador for weed, or could you do that? No.
I'm sure I can. I just haven't applied for it. I don't know if you need license for it. I don't like, I don't know if you do because I know alcohol you do need a license.
Are you're licensed? Where do you get a
Yeah,
license
we're
at
licensed
for that?
from your company.
Is it the alcohol board or?
Yeah, it's the alcohol part. You basically have to be trained for it. Like it's online session training, and then you got to take an ABC test, like the liquor license test. And then you pass it, they send the license to you.
I'm a bartending school dropout. Actually, years ago, I signed up for a bartending class, and I never finished it. But yeah, I feel ashamed for that. I should go back and get my bartending degree.
I mean, bartending, you make good money.
Yeah, you make good money. I heard it's hard to become a bartender in San Francisco. Like, you actually have to know somebody, But
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So how often do you work? Like, how often are you out there with the drinks?
I work almost every day.
Almost every day.
I mean, I make my own schedule, so I work whenever I want to. There's a list. I can go wherever I want to, as long as there's a place for me. And there's always a place. I just choose my days off whenever I want a day off. It's like you're your own boss. Like you have a manager, but they're not your really manager. They're just kind of like there to, I don't even consider they're a manager though, because they don't do anything except for like they do your payroll. That's it.
So where are you going today? Like
I'm not working.
Oh, you're not working
I'm not.
later?
No, Monday is usually my day off.
Oh yeah. So like how much alcohol do you give out to people? I've never actually seen somebody like if I knew people were giving out free alcohol, I would show up. Like I don't even know where you at. Huh?
Usually 3 ounce. It's a small.
Yeah.
It's basically a small sample cup. That's it. 3 ounce is not much.
One for me. Do you have to kick people out?
No.
Like, do people like
we
give
can
me
only
another one?
give.
Huh?
We can only minimum give 6 ounces. That's it.
Oh yeah.
The max that you can give them is 6.
No.
That's crazy.
2-3 ounces. That's it. No more than that.
Right, right. So that's the max, not the minimum, right? That's the max.
That's the max. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Do you have people that follow you on Instagram just to get free alcohol, or?
No, because I don't give them my Instagram. I don't give them my social media.
Oh no.
I don't. I mean, truthfully, with my industry, there is some creepy guys.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some repeat people, but but usually they don't know when I'll be working or what my schedule is. I have guys ask me, so where are you going to be at? What are you going to be doing? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't got my schedule. That's usually my response. I do know. I don't tell them.
You don't tell them?
Like, why should they know? Like,
oh yeah. So
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's creepy.
Do people invite you to parties thinking that you must have a lot of alcohol on you, or?
No.
No. Nobody's like come over because they know you got alcohol and stuff.
And you do stuff for different companies, right? So do they have? I know different alcohol things. You do tasting at stores, right? Like you just said, you do samples at stores. But do you ever do like like he just said, like little gatherings or little parties to promote your stuff?
No.
Okay.
Because nobody knows that I have like booze at home. Like we don't tell these two people.
Right, but I mean sometimes like I'm trying to think of an example, but I'll use the example I know is that we have an event happening on Sunday, June 29th from 3 to 6 p.m. It's called Pitcher Pod. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the flyer right here. And it's actually sponsored by La France Gin. La France Gin, the gin for your skin. That's what they say. So anyway, I know that they have little parties where they do what they call the challenge. And they went out to a women's group and talked to them about their product, because it's not only alcohol, but it's, what do you want to call it? It's like
healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy, but it's got herbs and other stuff in it. That's botanicals. That's the word. That it's supposed to help your skin, right?
Makes your skin.
And they can't promote it as, hey, you're drinking alcohol, it's good for your skin. And so, and so with like this, you're not supposed to drink more than like a shot of it a day. You're supposed to take a shot before bedtime and then take a picture of yourself. And it's like a 30-day challenge. And they say after 30 days, your skin will be in better condition.
Is that what you're looking good right now? Is that what you're doing?
Is that what I'm doing? Is that what I've been doing? Yes, I've been drinking 1 shot a day. I've been doing the La France gin challenge. No, I should try it though. I mean, you know what it tastes like? That tastes more like medicine.
Yeah.
Like not cough syrup, but it tastes like, all I need is a little, and I think they only give you a 1 ounce shot. It's a little plastic shot glass that's like this small. And maybe it's only 1 ounce or 2. How big is 3 ounce? 3 ounces a shot, right?
Like a shot.
Oh, it's a small shot. Oh, it is a smaller shot.
Yeah,
so
it's
maybe
like this much.
It's like half of a regular shot at a bar.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it is that's what they give you. Because they give you a little plastic shot thing and you're like, oh, that's cute. And it's literally like one of those things that you would throw away in the trash can when you're at the supermarket. You take the sample or a little piece of pastry and that's tasty, and throw it away. And so it's like one of those little ramekins. But I could see how they would have parties for that or whatever. But if you're only doing a shot, that's fine. But if all of a sudden you're having a party and there's a whole bunch of people there, and it's something you take multiple shots of, like vodka, you'd have to bring a case. You'd have to make sure everybody's taking Uber home. You're gonna end up getting sued. It's gonna be a bad situation.
Well, my friend.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Good. That's smart. That's smart. That's a liability, right?
My friend, he was in a frat. He said that
even when we do sample at stores, we have a release form.
Yeah.
You have to sign it before I give you, because
I bet. Well, no, because there's people that have alcohol like allergies.
Oh yeah.
And there's also alcoholics. And
that's not our problem.
Right. No, I know that. But that's why you have them sign it for liability's sake. And then the other thing is, even if they have 1 shot from you, which I got the camera on me, even if they have 1 shot from you, who knows what they're going to do before and after. And if they do something stupid, like get in an accident or hurt somebody, the next thing you know is you're being sued. And so, you absolutely got to have them sign a release.
I can't give you that drink until you sign that release.
I'm afraid for somebody to step in our studio.
Do you videotape them signing it?
Because of that.
Do you videotape them?
Do I videotape them?
No, do you videotape them signing their release?
Oh, no. Just
no,
the signature.
It's not that serious.
No, signature's enough. That's binding contract.
What if they give you a fake name and stuff?
Well, she probably has to check, I'm guessing, oh,
you check ID, of course.
You have to check ID if they appear 10 years younger or whatever, or 10 years older. So what is it, 21? So I bet you even if they look 35, she has to check an ID.
Yeah, even like a 65-year-old, I still have to check ID because, again, reliable reasons.
Right.
I was buying some blunt paper.
You can't sign You can't sign like you're Paul, yet you're Chris. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. So yeah, you verify who's actually signing your form.
Oh, yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. So I have to check IDs. I have to make sure your name is correctly written, and before I give you that drink, because I'm not liable. Once you sign that, I give you the drink. If you slip and fall, if you get in an accident, if you had a fight, you can't say I give you a shot of alcohol. You can't. No, you can't not say that anymore.
It's like the bars, you know. I mean, people gotta be responsible. I was babysitting my friend who was drunk. My friend decided to go on a bender on Friday. We went on a bender. We ended up at that nice liquor store, the huge one that you were talking about earlier.
Oh, Total Wine and More?
Yeah, and I think we were in like Fremont, and
those things are huge. They're like warehouses.
He bought a bunch of beers that had like unicorn thingies on it. I'm like, who the hell is drinking unicorn?
Well, like I said, it's kind of a testing grounds for a lot of those products.
And he was in the freezer section. He was in the freezer section and the cold section. And I'm like, it's cold, dude. But yeah, he decided to go on a bender and shit. I don't even drink. But he's a bad drunk.
And why are you babysitting that person?
He was depressed, you know. I don't want to go into his personal life.
Okay.
But he's like freaking out, you know. His parents are illegal, and
you don't want to go into any personal stuff. But
well, no, his parents are illegal, and he's really worried about them getting deported.
Well, that's a real concern. And I didn't mean to laugh. I just meant that it's funny. Is like you're like, oh, but we're not gonna talk too personal. But you know,
the worst thing about it, he's into like the emo boy band shit. You know, I'm not trying to hear emo music. Like, I know he grew up in the emo age.
So you're saying, okay, so
he would play the same song like over and over. I'm like, no, I think I must have heard one song like 30 fucking times.
Well,
I know you're going through a bender, but I mean,
it's probably not a good thing to listen to emo music, is what you're saying.
I'm saying the emo.
It's hard to be depressed when you're listening to a polka.
No, I'm just like, you know, I don't know.
Is that your premise?
And the guy sounded like he ripped off the Beatles too.
You should send him like a free download for the song, Pharrell's song "Happy."
Happy, yeah.
So he can just.
Hell yeah. Nothing sadder to find out.
No, I just want to know, what are we doing
your
for
friend,
people that have
your friend's
depression?
like a little emo boy inside, you know.
Oh, that would be funny if they made an emo version of the song "Happy."
Happy.
Cause I'm happy.
Is there a song you listen to over and over? Is there a song you listen to over and over?
Yeah, just like I can imagine that would be the emo one.
I don't know. I do listen to one song. There's certain songs I hear over and over, but yeah.
Is there a song I listen over and over?
Yeah, is there one song you can listen to it over and over?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm asking you, is there a song
Sure. It would be Baby Shark.
Baby Shark?
Yeah.
What about you?
Sorry. No, I can't. You'll find after the third version of Baby Shark, you'll find me swinging from the beams.
Do you go to any concerts or?
I do.
Which ones do you go to?
I like Maroon 5. I like Justin Timberlake. I like Alicia Keys. I like Adele. I like all kinds of.
You been to Beyonce? Are you on the Beyonce tour?
No,
no,
I haven't been to.
What about?
No, she's too expensive.
It is expensive. What about Taylor Swift and stuff?
I have not been to them. They're all too expensive.
How much? I was just gonna say, isn't like Taylor like one of the most expensive shows?
It's true.
Yeah, it's just $2K or $3K for
you could go to Vegas and see New Kids on the Block for like $50.
But even retail, her tickets are not okay. So the reason her tickets are like $2,000-$3,000 is because she's because people were scalping her tickets, right?
Oh yeah.
But I mean, the retail of her tickets are still like $80 or $100, aren't they?
Hey.
That's the bleeder seats.
Oh yeah.
Well, hold on.
The floor
How
seats
much
is
are
about-
tickets to a Taylor Swift concert? Ask
About-
ChatGPT.
about 2,000.
It thought it said ask Chad GPT.
Some
He's like,
people
oh
sued
my God.
because they couldn't buy tickets.
Oh, well,
Hello?
okay. So
Which
San
one?
Francisco, count for San Francisco, California.
Why are you listening to an English dude? Why is your chat GPT with like an English dude? Why don't you?
Jeez. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so the ones at Levi Stadium this July range anywhere from $49 to $449, but
You see?
high demand, people are paying anywhere from $869 to $32,000.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wow.
I think just
Yeah.
to,
Wow.
I'm telling you.
just to say you were there, you know.
So it would be smart to even purchase tickets for resale, which you're not supposed to scalp tickets or resell tickets.
But the thing is, you never know who is not. So like people could buy tickets, but you don't know if these people are scalpers. That's the
Right.
thing.
You don't know if they're scalpers. You don't know if they're phony tickets. You don't know.
Right.
Like somebody actually stole. I had a worker in my house and they stole a set of tickets to, it was like literally 25 years ago. They stole front row tickets to Elton John.
Oh, jeez.
And I had actually, I still had my receipt. I called them. I called Bass Tickets and they said, show up the venue. We'll see you there. And we literally went there and it was the guy that cleaned our rugs. It was like the
Oh,
rug
geez.
cleaner. He had seen them on my nightstand and grabbed them. And they literally
Oh.
escorted him and his girlfriend or wife out
Oh.
and had us
nice.
sit in our seats.
Oh, good. Good thing
They
you
said,
had
hey,
that-
well, we could either ask you to leave or we could actually have you arrested because he actually didn't know how they disappeared.
Huh.
And he can file a police report right now because he has
Okay.
I had my receipt. I had my credit card that I used to purchase them. And that's why they said, show up at the venue. Go up to ticket services. We'll escort you down to your seats.
That's a good thing. At least you have your receipt in your card.
And by the way, kick-ass concert. Thank you, Elton. And so
That's crazy. I never had any tickets stolen. I had a passport stolen when I was in Chile. Actually,
Really?
yeah, I had a passport stolen, and I went to the embassy to get another passport, and they asked me questions, and I forgot what my ex-wife's birthday was.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. The guy's looking at me, and I'm like, it's in August. It's in August. I don't know. But I got my passport. But yeah, somebody stole my passport and shit.
Why would they ask you your ex-wife's birthday?
because that's one of the security questions. I'm
I don't
guessing
know because
it's like your mother's
Oh,
maiden
I
name
don't know.
kind of thing.
Oh.
my mom has a maiden name. What the hell is that about?
Well, what is a maiden name?
My mom's
yeah,
mom went
your
back to
mother's
her
name
last
was
name.
originally Marion.
My mom went back to her last name. She hated our last name. My last name's Skiabakasa. It's 13 letters. You know, it matches my 13 inches.
Yeah, I
and
was
stuff.
just gonna say
That's
one
one
for
of my
every
jokes.
inch. Thank
I'm
you,
a
appreciate it.
comedian.
Wait, so where do you have to get your passport? Is it easy or is it hard?
The
to get your
what?
passport?
No, it was easy.
Is it easy or is it hard to get your passport?
It's easy. I got another one like a year ago.
Oh,
It just takes maybe like a month, but yeah, you know, the
so
crazy
were
thing.
you able to get home?
Oh no, I got
Like,
home. I'm here.
No, but so when you lost your passport, when somebody took your passport,
No, it took me a week. I was in Chile. They got me a new one.
so you had to kick it in Chile.
Well, I was living there anyway. I was there.
Okay.
I was in Chile for like a year.
So you
and a
weren't
half.
stuck somewhere.
No, and I was
okay.
ready to go back, and yeah, I didn't have a passport.
I
so-
thought I'd clarify that for Susan because that's what she was asking.
I almost didn't get out. I almost didn't get out of the country because I was born in Chile. I'm a Chilean citizen, but I didn't have a Chilean passport, and they were angry with me. They almost didn't let me out, but I was like, you're gonna have to deport me. Like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And every time you're saying this, I was born. I keep, you know what I keep, because over the last couple of weeks, all I've heard is like people doing the I was born in East LA, orderly stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was born down there, but I never resigned my citizenship. I was like,
Okay. So
But
you have a dual citizenship.
I got family in politics in Chile. So I mean, if I did get
Well, no, what I
arrested, I
meant
would have been
is-
okay. I would have been okay. 'Cause I'm hella connected down there.
You're hella
That's good.
connected.
I'm hella connected politically. One of my uncles was a senator, and actually another uncle was he was a mayor. My great grandfather was a mayor. I mean, yeah, we were like involved in the dictatorship. If you know anything about Chile, my family was connected to the dictatorship that was going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
So if you get deported today, you would have somehow got your
yeah, I mean,
butt back here.
if they deport me, I'll just sneak back in. I don't give a fuck. You know? What about you? Are you afraid of getting deported, or are you a citizen, or?
Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen. I have a dual citizenship.
Some people are paranoid. Like my mom made me take a picture of my passport and carry it around, but I was like, I would just I'm not really worried about getting deported, but a lot of white people I know are afraid of getting deported. Like Paul over here, Paul's afraid of getting deported. I'm like, where are they gonna deport you to? Like Viking land and shit?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Send you back to
I
Viking?
think most I think people are afraid it's more Hispanic people.
Yeah.
More so than I think any other ethnics.
It's true. And I don't understand why, San Francisco is full of Europeans, Nobody wonders if they're illegal. You go to some bar, there's some buddy with an Irish accent. Your first instinct is not, maybe they're illegal and stuff, But I mean, they do it to other groups. But yeah, I mean, America's got a history of that. Anytime the economy goes bad, they go after the immigrants. They've done it. This is probably the 30th time America's gone after immigrants.
I mean, logistically, aren't we all immigrants? Like, no one is
all
pure
immigrants.
unless
Oh yeah.
you're American Indian.
Yeah.
So if they want to go, kick everybody out,
Yeah.
then aren't they kicking everybody? Not just Hispanic, not just Asian, not just it's like Europeans. You're kicking everybody out because this country is made of melting pots.
I mean, back to Amsterdam and stuff. Yeah. I remember, like my brother was living in Rome, and he said you can go to another country. So I went into Amsterdam, and it was fun. I was surprised people don't like smoke weed in the streets down there. It's in like coffee shops, but I think you see more people smoking weed in San Francisco than Amsterdam.
Probably true.
Oh yeah. So are you doing another film festival, or?
Yeah, I'm still running my own film festival.
How long is it? Like how many minutes?
I mean, what do you mean minutes? How many days? It's usually 4 to 5 days.
Oh no, if I made a film, how long? If I had, if
Oh,
I'm
it's less than 90 minutes.
90 minutes, I should make a movie.
2 hours.
I should make a
Usually
movie.
an hour 40. We're asking about an hour and 15.
Yeah, because my friend asked me to apply for Sketchfest, but that's at Sketchfest, but I applied as a podcast, so I applied as a podcast.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, how's your acting?
So you
how's your acting going?
going okay? I mean, right now the industry is very slow.
I guess it is. Are they making anything new or?
Not really. They're remaking all the Disney stuff.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
remaking a lot of the older films that was in the 90s, 60s, 70s, and 90s.
Yeah, they bring back some movies. They don't even tell you. It's like I don't know if it's a sequel or it's whatever. Like, yeah, I saw How to Train Your Dragon. It was
Yeah.
Did you like it? Did you see that one or?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's not that good. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all the movie they remake, especially Disney, I'm disappointed. Every time.
I have the AMC Movie Pass, so with the AMC Movie Pass, I can see like 4 movies a week now. It used to be 3, but now 4 is a lot. You feel pressure. Like I feel like I gotta watch 4 movies, and they don't have that many movies out. Like I've seen like the same one over and over.
Yeah, exactly. And then they charge. If you don't have AMC, you charge $19, $18.
Yeah. No, the Movie Pass is a good deal. It's like what, $30 a month. You can see 4 movies. You can see 3D IMAX, but
right.
I mean, yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen all the movies out. It's like Friendship is really good, but yeah, like you see the same.
There's not much movie out there.
Yeah, there's not many movies. I like going to the screen the movies because my eyesight sucks. So I mean, but yeah, I was watching 3D IMAX, which is weird because it's a totally different 3D glass. And at first I thought something was wrong with my glasses because I couldn't see through one eye. And it turns out no, that's their system. So, but I was gonna steal it. But so, do you like San Marcos? You like
I do.
Yeah. Is it fun?
Is it fun?
My dad thinks it's hella boring out there. He's like,
it is a little boring. I mean, I'm used to LA life.
Yeah, but I think it's good because you're like an hour and a half from LA. You're an hour from Disneyland. You're like near San Diego. I mean, you're like the perfect spot for everything and stuff.
Yeah, even I don't know, but a lot of people don't think San Marcos or North County is even part of San Diego.
Yeah,
they think they're saying that San Marcos are like cut off to LA.
Yeah, it's like on the border, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, it's on the border, but because it's so weird. Because I have to talk to a few coworkers and stuff. They're like, "You're in San Marcos, isn't that LA?" I'm like, "Is it? I don't know." They're like, "Yeah," and then they're like, "Some people consider San Marcos not even San Diego." But most people not consider for some reason.
Is there any bus system to San Diego, or is there
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I drive, so I'm.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't drive. That's why I didn't realize how far it was from San Diego. It's like 2 hours and stuff. It costed me like $75 to take an Uber to the airport and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize it wasn't that close to San Diego.
No, I mean it's actually We're actually on the cutoff of Orange County,
Yeah.
LA Orange. You know what I mean?
My dad lives on a
So
golf course.
where?
My dad lives on a golf course.
Oh yeah, the notes. Yeah, I know.
He can't even play golf. I feel bad for him. Gotta be hard. You can't. Both of my parents
I
live on golf courses, but they don't play golf. That's
next
what.
time you come to San Marcos, they're developing a lot of houses.
Yeah.
A lot of new houses are being developed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they got a big house. It's like it's right next door to the golf course.
Yeah, I know where he's at.
Yeah, they got a nice pool, like one of those heated pool things. Oh yeah. I'll come in and say hi next time I'm in town.
Yeah.
I don't go there much because my dad's like, you don't want to be here. It's boring and stuff.
Of course. I mean, yeah, it is a little boring.
Well, no, I mean they're retired, so I mean.
But still, even my parents come, it feels boring. You know, because they're from a small town, but they have 3,000 square foot house.
Yeah, you're from Pennsylvania? Are you from Pennsylvania? Or?
Yeah.
See, I got good memory. That's one thing.
You do. You really do.
Yeah. My mom knows I can't tell her I forget because she's like, your memory is too damn good and stuff. How did you find San Marcos? I mean, how did you end up in San Marcos?
Well, I was driving just around from work because I come down here from work. And I saw a sign from the builder at the time. They were building a brand new home around here. So I saw the sign and I just went on their website and looked at their, layout and stuff and talked to my parents and they were like, if you want to be here, because LA is so expensive. It's like double the price down here.
Yeah, LA's gone very expensive. I mean, there were like reasonable parts of LA years ago, but I say the whole area is like, it's too much.
Like even Burbank, Riverside, OC, Santa Monica, those are all well over into the 700 to even 800 if you're looking for a 3-bedroom and up.
Yeah. I went to Santa Monica College and stuff. If I had to do it over again, I would have just had my parents buy me a property in Santa Monica, because back then it was like rent control. But I'm thinking I was there in the early '90s. I mean, we could be sitting on some rich. Even Venice. Venice is really nice now.
Yeah, now even like the houses there, it's well over $1 million.
Yeah, it's easily over $1 million.
I look at some houses are like, those what you call it, you buy it in the worst condition, so you got remodeled.
Oh yeah.
They're still like $1.2 million for for like what a 3-bedroom home, and their condition is like bad, it's like close to 1.2 million, and then you got to put in your money at least 500 to 600K. You're spending about close to 2 million at that point.
Well, they're tearing those houses down and just rebuilding, aren't they? I mean,
well, I have no idea, but like some of the houses I've seen, the deck has like holes on it, and stuff. At this point, it depends if if you want to demolish and rebuild, it's probably cheaper. But at the same time, it's probably not because the materials and all the costs and stuff,
Well, I got friends, they're building a house on the beach in Half Moon Bay. And it's taken a couple of years just to get the government to agree to everything. I didn't realize the government can just sit there and tell you no over and over. I mean,
it's not so the government; it's more of your county.
The county, it's crazy.
You have to go through. You have to go through the county. So even like our our area, we have to go through San Marcos County if our community wants something done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the county has to say yes or no to, your quote unquote community, which I don't get why. But
I mean, everybody's got dues, fees. I'm quite
I
sure.
mean,
I'm quite sure my
Everybody's
dad
got to
pays
get a
fees.
little piece of the pie.
Everybody's got
right?
fees. I'm quite sure
Yeah,
my
but like,
dad's paying for golfing fees, even though he probably
yeah, he
doesn't
does.
even. Yeah.
But like the thing is, in U.S., are you really paying for your own house though? Because at the end of the day, like we're still have to pay property tax. If you're not paying your property tax, you get your house taken away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So realistically, are we still own the house? No. At the end of the day, no.
Yeah, you don't really own the house. I mean,
So isn't this kind of like I don't want to say like China, but it's not like China, but it's kind of like China. Like China doesn't, you can't own the house or the land, but
you
at least we
can.
can. No, not that I know of. But like here in the United States, yes, I own this house, right? But at the end of the day, if I don't pay property tax,
Yeah.
it's going to be taken away. It's going to be, like government's going to come and take it away. So at the end of the day, do you really own this house or not?
Yeah.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm questioning.
my mom owns a condo, but she's got dues every month.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And it's like, do you own it or who owns it? Are you renting it? You own it, but do you own it? Own it? And what
no,
happens?
you don't
What
own it.
happens
The
if you don't
government,
pay your dues? Like
right? They put it on the market like the government.
yeah, I mean,
And then
yeah.
they sell it at extreme low price.
And these days, they only fix up the place when you move out. So
Yeah, foreclosure houses.
yeah, so at the end, yeah, do you really own it? Is it yours?
It's not like Taiwan. Like my grandmother, when they bought their house, they own that house. They don't have any property tax on that.
Yeah.
Once your house is done, it's yours forever. And then she passed away. She technically gave that to my uncle, my brother, or my dad, um and her daughter. But they all decided to sell that house together as a family. You know what I mean? They didn't have to, but nobody wants to take care of that house. I'm not going to go back there in the future if my parents not there. You know what I mean? If my parents not here, I'm not going to go back.
Yeah.
And cousin, they don't want that house. You know what I mean? So they decide to sell it, but they don't have to go through the government.
And the other thing is, like, if you sell your house and you want to buy something smaller, you're gonna get taxed.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get taxed either way.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like property tax here. My house property tax is double of my parents' property tax back there.
Oh yeah.
It's much more square footage too. You know what I mean? So, like you say, like at the end of the day, me and my other friends were talking about this. Do you actually own your house or not? Is this more of like an underlying like what's the word I'm looking for, like what's the, like China, what's the word of it?
I think it's called communism.
Communism, thank you. Yeah, so at the end of the day, like we're low key communism in this country.
It's true, especially.
Or is it socialism,
in
right?
California, yeah. I mean, there's weird things like you can get a medical marijuana card from the state of California, right?
Yeah.
But if you get their card legally, you can't own a fire. You can't own a gun.
Really? What?
Yeah, one of my friends, she I guess she owns guns. She lives in Oakland. Half of the people in Oakland are always carrying guns. So, but yeah, she was upset. But I didn't realize that either, but yeah.
I mean, there is so much law that we're not even know. It's like I said, it's low key communism that we don't know. It's again, this country is run by capitalists.
Oh yeah.
You know,
It is. It's always been about capitalism. The great thing about America, like I was born in Chile, but you know, uh, if you want a good job in Chile, you got to go live in the capital. The great thing about America is you don't have to do that. Like, there's not one
yeah,
city everybody's got to live in and stuff. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, there's like I said, good or bad. Like
yeah,
and our country right now is a shit. Blankly blank.
yeah. But you can go anytime you want. Like you're not like what
Right.
you're not like one of these people who are like basically stuck here. Like, you can take
No,
off. I mean,
but realistically though, will I go back to my homeland? No, because I don't know the language. B, yes, I have family there, but C, would I be able to get a job? Probably, yeah. Like as a bilingual teacher, mostly that's what I probably would do.
well, that's what everybody
And
does.
that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like where would I want to go back there and establish an entire new life again? No.
Huh. But
Would
yeah,
you go back to Chile and establish a new life? Probably not.
I did. I went back when I was 30. I went to
Oh, really?
live there for a year and a half. I had
Would you
a
do it?
Yeah, I would go back. That's one of the things that yeah, I'm not like most people. Like I can live in Chile. Actually,
Yeah.
Chile caught up to me. That the God honest truth is that Chile caught up to me. Like it's got everything I need. When I used to go back when I was in junior, I went there 2 summers in a row. Back in
Okay.
those days, I mean, there, there was no internet. The TV was their TV. You were
Right.
going to another world. These days, it's not like that. You got your Netflix, you got your internet.
Yeah, you can do whatever.
You can do whatever anywhere, really. I mean, that's what I
Yeah.
tell people. Like, you would be surprised. It's not that hard. Like, to move everything. You don't
Yeah.
have much. A friend of mine just moved to Hawaii and stuff.
Okay. I
That's,
mean, yeah, but most people will not just get up and move.
yeah, they won't go up and yeah, but I mean, you know, I did it.
Yeah.
And I never regretted it at all because
Yeah.
I got to, I like Chile. It's a nice country. I kind of realized, where I fit in the whole country. But yeah, I mean, I'm not one of these people who's scared. Like, you deport me, I'm gonna be hanging on the beach. Like
Yeah, it's like what do you call it? It's an experience.
yeah, I don't want to go. I became a citizen on my own.
That's cool.
I took the citizenship test. I became a citizen before my mom. So I chose all this. So,
That's cool.
yeah. So, but yeah, I don't want to go either. But am I scared? I mean, I could do it. I always thought about
Yeah.
moving to another country. I mean, you travel all over Europe. You never thought about staying. There was not one place where like I'm just gonna stay.
No, I mean, not really. Because when you're traveling, it's different than you're actually living in one country. It's different.
It's true. That's what I did learn about about family. It's different when you just show up for a couple of weeks. You're visiting family.
Right.
Everybody loves you. They all want to see you. It's not the
Yeah.
same when you move there. They're like, whatever. We'll just
I
ignore
know, right? It's just like when I go back to my country, my cousin and they all like, oh, they'll like change their schedule. But if you move back there, they're just gonna be like, oh, normal life. Everybody would be like
Yeah.
ignoring you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're bored. Like, where's all the fun? Like,
Right?
the fun was for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I did learn, but I mean,
And then you're on your own. You know what I mean? Like after like 3 weeks, like your cousin, you're on, and people was
yeah.
like, "Oh, you're on your own now."
I got 30 cousins and stuff. Most of them live in the capital. I
Oh,
don't even
cool.
like the capital. And I was born there
Oh,
because the air is terrible in Santiago, but I like the beach areas better. But yeah, it's like it's a different world, You show
yeah,
up and you keep seeing their lives evolve, but their lives take place if you're there or not.
yeah, exactly.
You
That's
know.
what people. That's what most people don't understand. And then I'm talking to the cruise directors, right?
Yeah.
The cruise director says, they've gone in the ship like at least 9 months to a year. They go back maybe like a week. Everybody want to see them. After a week, everybody is like, like just they live their normal life.
Yeah, it's
Whether
true.
you're gone, you're on vacation or no, whether you come back or you're at your job. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I've actually thought about doing like cruises jobs, but realistically, I get homesick very quick. Like 2 weeks, I want to be at the ground.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I
I,
mean?
I was like, I was antsy like the day we got off the boat because I was there like 5 days. It was quick,
If
but yeah, I was like, I don't know if I
five
could do.
days is nothing. You got to try 14 days. Then you really want to just get off the boat and go home.
But those ships are even bigger, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah,
it's like a
there's
lot. Yeah, this one was fun, but I mean, I don't think there was any. There's like gyms, but yeah, I could probably
yeah.
do it. I think it would be fun to do as a group. I saw that people who showed up with a bunch of people probably had the best time.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, there was a wedding party on board and stuff. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun, or you get drunk with your friends. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's probably the best way to do a cruise.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
Your parents are okay, but like they're still your parents. But
Well, I do whatever I want. They
oh
don't tell
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I heard you could buy like a pass for all you can drink or something
Yep.
for
Yep.
eighty
But
dollars.
we're not drinkers.
Oh no,
Mm.
that's the way I would go. I don't drink, but
I mean, yeah, but yeah, I don't drink, but it's
oh
not worth it if you don't drink because average people drinks on
yeah,
that boat probably like 7 or 8 drinks a day.
oh yeah, people drink. I drink coffee like nonstop.
But coffee's free, so why are you paying for it?
No, I didn't pay for it, but yeah, I had my own.
Exactly. That's
I
what
had
I'm
my
saying.
own cup. I was
That's
drinking
what I'm
like
saying. Coffee and sodas are free,
that's why I
and
would
all
go
the
back just for the free coffee. I'd go
yeah,
back.
that's what I'm saying. Why are you paying packages to for
No,
what?
I'm
You
one
don't
of those
drink alcohol.
losers who's there at 6 in the morning waiting for the breakfast to open.
Yeah, but if you don't drink like alcohol, why waste your money on
Well, I'm not
packages?
gonna do that, but I'm just
Exactly.
I'm just saying I would do it if it was just me. I don't know. I probably would do it just to do it one time. I think all those stuff would be fun. I,
Yeah, but you're also force yourself to have
yeah,
enough drink
yeah.
just to, you know.
Well, you're in the alcohol business. Shouldn't you be telling me to drink more, drink more, drink more?
Well, yeah, but I'm also don't promote alcoholism. So
uh, so what?
my job is just a job. It's not. I mean, it's what I need to do to pay the bills.
Mhm.
But realistically, if I can get another job, I would. But again, the reason I like this job because it give me like scheduling wise. Not many job like my job
Mhm.
could have a schedule. You can do your own schedule. You don't have to
Yeah.
go to the store and like how you don't have to go to a retail store and be like, oh, you got to work 11 to 8 or 6 p.m. to like 9 p.m. or
Yeah.
something. You
Yeah.
make your own schedule. And that's one thing I like about my job is very flexible. I get to control my own.
So you don't work that long. I mean, maybe a couple of hours or a day.
4 hours.
Or
4 hours.
you mainly like you drive there, you set up. Are you
About
standing?
4 to 5 hours.
Do you stand up for like 4 hours or no? You sit down.
Yeah, we have a
I could
gym.
probably do your job. Yeah, take another.
Yeah, anybody could do my job. Like, I mean, there's not a lot of people out there with my job because people are they get okay with this job. You got to be very proactive with your own schedule.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're working. I mean,
Yeah, but you also got to make sure you're scheduling yourself and you know your own schedule
yeah.
because you can't overlap any other things and with like appointments. Say if you have a doctor's appointment, you have to know your working schedule.
Mm-hmm.
No, like my schedule changed. Sometimes I work 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sometimes I work 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. You know what I mean? I schedule whenever I kind of, have the slot to do. But then you also got to remember when you have appointments, you got to know what days or what time you're available.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's got to be. Is there like one area you refuse to go to? Is there like a store you won't go to it anymore?
Yep, downtown.
Downtown LA or?
No, downtown San Diego.
Oh, downtown San Diego. What's wrong with downtown San Diego?
Especially like 2nd Street, J Street. No.
Nah, you won't do that?
It just become very, very homeless people area. It's not that I don't like it there. It's just traffic. It's a bitch.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
And B, it's just not safe. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So that's the area I avoid too. And plus, I gotta drive about 45 minutes to an hour minimum, depending on traffic.
Yeah, I mean, I took an Uber all the way to the airport and stuff. I was surprised.
Airport about 50 minutes.
I was surprised it was so far away because
it is.
I thought my dad's in San Diego, but I mean they're not even close to San Diego. So.
No, like we're not. We're about about 5 miles away from San Diego.
Yeah, I can't find anybody who wants to go to the bullfights with me in Tijuana. Do you want to go? Nobody wants to go. Yeah, you want to go see a bullfight in Tijuana?
Why would you want to go see a bullfight?
Because
no, I do not.
Why? In Spain, you would go. Why wouldn't you go to Mexico? If you were in Spain, you would go see the bullfights, wouldn't you?
That's not most people's sport.
It's not, but that's why I can't find anybody to go with me.
Well, then go by yourself and have fun.
I have to. I'm like, well, I'm a tourist, so I think it's allowed. I'm gonna root for the bull. I'm not like an evil person. I'm not rooting. I'm rooting for the bull, but I don't know why not. You never. Am I the only one that liked the bullfights?
Probably.
I feel bad now. Like I'm an evil.
Why don't you go do the running of the bulls? Give them at least a fighting chance.
That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm too slow, dude. Like, I don't know. Would you do that kind of stuff?
Exactly.
Would you do that kind of stuff or?
No.
Running with what kind of weird stuff would you go do? Do you go to any festivals? Like, they got tomato throwing festivals in Italy.
Do I go to festivals?
Yeah, would you go to a place where they throw tomatoes at you?
No. Yes, maybe just to experience it. I mean,
they got some weird festivals in San Francisco. They got one called the Folsom Street Fair.
I mean, I am going to the San Diego Pride thing.
Oh, wait, is it this weekend or?
No, that's in July. End of July.
Yeah, it's weird that now they got Pride in different times because they don't want to compete with the big one.
Well, yeah, and also people will travel to these cities.
Yeah.
Like,
did you go to the LA one or?
I was going to, but then I had to work.
Yeah, we're doing an event here because we're right next to the tour. The
Cool.
the Pride, yeah. So we're doing an event here. Like the San Francisco Pride is like one of the biggest ones in the world and stuff.
Oh, nice.
It's exciting and stuff. You should come
That's
down.
cool.
I can't believe you never come down to this area.
I mean, I've been down there before I know you.
How much time we got?
I have a friend live in St. Joe's.
Where?
St. Joe's.
Oh, San Jose.
Is that what it calls? San Jose? St. Joe's? I don't know. That's what they said.
St. Joe's. You're not talking about San Jose, are you? I've never heard anybody call San Jose St. Joe's.
I don't know.
Well, you are from Philly. Isn't St. Joseph's like a big university in Philadelphia? Or?
No.
No? Oh. This guy's holding
San
up
Jose.
He's holding up his he wants to talk.
No, I wanted to see if it was going to show it. Okay, but it didn't. It's okay.
San Jose. Yes, a friend lived in San Jose.
St. Joe.
Anyways.
That's funny. How much time we got?
We have 14 minutes or less.
Oh yeah. Okay. What was the last time you were in Disneyland?
Well, last time I went to Disneyland was New Year's Eve.
Oh, how was it? What is are they open till midnight on New Year's Eve or?
New Year's Eve they open till 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Did you stay until 3 in the morning? Or?
Of course I did.
But what do you do at Disneyland? Are you doing the rides at that hour? Or?
Yeah, doing rides. So they have fireworks at 9 p.m. our time, which is 12 East Coast. Mm-hmm. And then they have one at official 12 o'clock our time.
Oh, yeah.
With, so. And then you go on rides after that.
Oh, yeah.
And then they hang out like hats, and parades and all that other stuff.
That's crazy. So, is that a special ticket you got to buy? Or?
Yeah, it's a special ticket you have to buy and release it in mid-August, September. Oh, and they're very, very limited amount.
So you're going to go back? Did you buy it? Are you going back for New Year's Eve again? Or?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe.
Was it a different price than normal?
They are much more expensive, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
We spent, in 3 days, we spent $2,000 something.
Wow.
Did you buy a bunch of gear? Or?
What do you mean?
Like, did you buy hats or?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like they give you the free, hat that's crossing over the year. Oh, yeah. But you can buy anything, hats, shirts. But I usually wait till the day after New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Uh-huh. So they the 2024 shirts on sale for at least 75% off after New Year's Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Do you go to the Halloween store like the day after Halloween or yeah, because they got everything.
Everything after.
Yeah, the spirit.
Even my dog toys or dog apparel. I buy everything after.
What kind of dog you got?
They put all that like 50% on sale. Like they want to get rid of it.
What kind of dog you got?
I have a Beagle Terrier.
Oh, okay. Do you go to the dog parks a lot, or?
Yeah, I do.
I was at the dog park yesterday.
Oh yeah. I've never been. I don't go to dog parks. I don't got any pets.
Yeah.
The dogs like take over your life, Like
what do you mean?
You can't just like go on vacation. You gotta figure out what you're gonna if you can. Can you take your dog? You're gonna pay more. You gotta pay more if you take.
And depends how small your dog is. My dog is 15 pounds. My dog is 15 pounds. Technically, I can take her anywhere.
Oh, 15 pounds. That's light. Yeah.
I mean, I can take her like on the plane. I took her on the train the other day. So.
Do you like have her on your lap, like during the plane, or?
No, she's just like she's small enough to fit on just like underneath me.
Like after my show, I go to the movies, but I fall asleep, and then I start wondering if I'm like snoring in the middle of the movie theater.
If there's nobody's there.
Yeah, like I hopefully I'm not like snoring, in the movie
Sure,
theater.
if you are, if people's gonna wake you up.
I gotta go with somebody and take a nap, see if they can hear me snore.
Well, why don't you just have your phone on and
That's a good idea. I could just record myself. I'm a terrible person. I'm like snoring in the movie. So what you got going on? When's your film festival?
It's October 9th to the 12th this year, New York.
It's in New York City, or?
It's in New York City, correct.
Oh, yeah. Are you still taking classes, or?
No.
No?
I'm fine with that.
You graduated from all that, or?
Yep.
You graduated, yeah. I used to take a lot of improv classes.
Oh, cool.
I took like 5 of them, but my last teacher was at a junior college in Oakland, and she used to yell at me a lot.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she was a yeller, and because in these big theaters, there's no like mic. You got to be loud and shit. But did you have a teacher who kept yelling at you? You're like, fuck it. No.
All my teachers are celebrity teachers.
Oh yeah, but all those classes cost money and stuff.
Yeah, of course they cost money.
What's the biggest celebrity you've had as a teacher?
Robert, from Spy Kids.
Oh, there you go. Gotcha.
Robert Rodriguez, the director?
No, the actor.
Oh, okay.
The one that was the kid?
Yes. What's his name?
He was like, oh man. Something with a Z?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that Macus?
No, Zumi.
Is that Padia?
Oh, I can't remember.
Is that Batista?
No, I'm just trying to. Uni? What's his name? What's the character's name? Anyway, yeah, I remember seeing all the Spy Kids movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those were great movies.
Because my kids.
That's great movies.
So now we only have a couple minutes left. Definitely shout out anything you want to shout out.
Robert Vito. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
Robert Vito.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Shout outs.
You got any plugs, or?
Yeah, plug my social. My Instagram is Susan Who Official.
You should do a podcast.
Like, well, I should do a podcast?
No, you should do one. Everybody's got a podcast.
What should I do? What suggestion do you have?
I don't know. Just talk.
Just
Okay.
It is just talk.
I know, but I want a topic. I don't want to talk nonsense.
You should have a different topic every week, or it's whatever's on your mind, or find a gimmick.
I'm all about the nonsense.
Yeah, I should. I should. Maybe about entertainment.
It's one of my greatest gifts. I have a gift for gibberish, but that might be. I could have been like a jazz singer.
Like scat. Sure.
Or when I have a friend who's drunk, I call him up like, what you think? They're like, what are you saying? And I just yell.
Is that how you came up with the name Junkyard Rat?
Junkyard Rat. One of my favorite wrestlers was known as a Junkyard Dog. So, and I was born the year of the rat. So I
gotcha. I was just curious. How the heck do you?
Yeah, I mean, nicknames are nicknames and stuff. Do you have a nickname? What's your nickname?
I do have a nickname.
What is your nickname?
ZQ.
Oh yeah.
I have many nicknames for many other people.
What about Paul?
I've not really had a nickname. I've had a couple names that never stuck.
I call him Pablito.
Oh, I like that,
Or
Pablito.
Polly. I've heard Polly, Pablito. I've been called a few things.
Pablito sounds like a burrito name.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it sounds like a small burrito, a Pablito. All right, guys, we're getting close. Chris, I know you have some stuff to promote. What do you got to promote other than the show?
Oh no, I just got this show.
Got this show.
I got this show.
Well, let's not get too excited there. All right, so here's the thing I want to do. This is for Sunday, June 29th, right after the Pride Parade. It's called Picture Pod. Come here to Ed Studios. Give us your podcast idea, and we will set up the studio just like this with lower thirds and everything else and graphics. And you tell us what you want to do. We'll record your podcast for 15 minutes and let you take it home with you. That way you can kind of workshop it. Tell us what you're thinking. It could be that you've never had a podcast before, or maybe you just want to hang out with other like-minded individuals such as myself and Chris and Susan. Come on down. It's Ed Studios on Sunday the 29th from 3 to 6 p.m. right after the Gay Pride Parade. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at Ed Studios. Phone number 650-503-3435, or hit us up on email at edstudiosonline@gmail.com.
We're giving out free poppers.
No, it's actually it's sponsored by La France Gin, the gin for your skin.
La France Gin.
Come down and have take the 30-day challenge, or at least day one of the 30-day challenge, and take your shot of La France.
How many bottles do you need for a 30-day challenge?
You need 30 shots. I would think one bottle would do it for you.
How many shots in the bottle?
I would say it would be close to 50 or 30.
How many shots in the bottle?
You're killing me.
Well, she worked.
She would know how many shots are in a bottle.
Yeah, she worked.
Okay, how many shots are in a bottle, Susan?
Depends on the bottle size.
Right.
What about like I don't know, like a vodka bottle or something?
Vodka bottle.
Well, how many ounces are we talking about?
That's a great question. They're like
16 ounces. Oh, is it 40?
No.
Not a 40 ounce.
That's a great question. I believe it's like 750
I know my
milliliters.
St. Ives ounces, 40 ounces. 24.
I believe it's 750 milliliters. I think it's like a pint or a quart or whatever a regular size bottle is.
Maybe like 40, 50. Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh, yeah. So I think you could probably do it for one bottle would last you the month.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Chris. We out.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on.
No worries.
Yeah. Next time I go see my dad, I'll hook you up and stuff.
Well, yeah.
We'll go get high and stuff. I'll get drunk.
Don't lose your passport.
Yeah.
I want to San Diego, so actually, I had 2 passports because I lost one of them. My mom had one of my passports, and she said I couldn't find it, so I got another one. But then she happened to find my old passport, right? And I was afraid that she brought my old passport, and I was going to be stuck in Mexico.
All right. We out. See you next week, folks.
Thank you, Susan.
All right, bye.